Aloha, toy collectors and nerds. Welcome to Wyatt's Great Toys. Alright, here is the Human Alliance Skids. I am very happy with this figure. Fun little transformation. Comes with Michaela and Alita 1. This was a fantastic purchase. Waited for a good price on eBay. I'm in love with this figure. I know a lot of at the time there was a lot of complaints about Skids and his twin, that they were racist characters. Apparently they were played by two comic actors, one black and white. It didn't really bother me at the time, honestly. I thought it was fun. Michael Bay's movies, I enjoy them. They have a lot of wild characters in them. I expect it to be like that. But I gotta say, this is the 2009 Human Alliance Skids. I can't wait to get the other one, Mudflap. This is great. I already have the Human Alliance Bumblebee, which is not bad. It has a fantastic head sculpt, but I think overall, Skids, they really got the technology right. So much more screen accurate. Really makes me feel like I'm looking at the movie again. I love the vehicle mode. I love that I can put both Sam and Michaela in there. It's just, it's a real treat. I think the Human Alliance should be the goal for Transformers figures. I really feel like Studio Series, although I started collecting it because overall Studio Series is a beautiful set, I gotta give it to the Human Alliance from 2009. This is 2009. Let me remind you that 2 years prior, the 2007 Transformers line was not screen accurate at all. I think the best figure they had was probably the Starscream leader class. But outside of that, those figures, maybe Ratchet. Starscream and Ratchet were probably as close as it got. And I think the rest of the 2007 line, very cool to look at, but not very screen accurate. and it was so worth the wait. I remember a frequent comment is that they look like they look like a trash compactor. But I don't know. To me, I don't see. I'm not confused by what I'm looking at. I see the limbs. I see the arms. I'm very happy with this. You know what I mean? I think it's very creative. Growing up with Beast Wars and Beast Machines, the strangeness of the designs are not weird to me at all. I think I love the weirdness, but the fact that the weirdness can actually exist and transform is what I'm into. And I'm just very deeply impressed with Skids here. I mean, look at that face. Look at that beautiful face. A face only a collector could love. This is a fantastic figure. I did think Skids was the more attractive of the twins. Something about the design is just really beautiful. I can't put my finger on it. But I love that we got the machine gun turret up here. I don't actually remember him having that in the movie, but I don't care. Yeah, I'm thoroughly happy with how this looks. And for me, I'm a real fan of scale. So the fact that we have Human Alliance figures means we have a reliable scale to work with to say that, this is how they look in the movie. Whenever they get scale right, it's a big deal for me. Details. I love that we got the Autobot insignia. For the most part, this chest plate really looks like the movie. Yeah, this is absolutely my favorite Human Alliance figure so far. I do also have the Barricade. Barricade looks really good. Barricade and Bumblebee, I'm happy with them, but I gotta say, there's no doubt that the effort really went into making sure Skids, and I'm assuming Mudflap, look screen accurate. Because, look at him, he's even squinting. Really pleased with Alita 1 in vehicle mode and in robot mode. I think this really came out nicely. So, dang. Look at that. This is the goal of what, to me, a Transformers should be. Another beautiful thing for me is I get to put this figure with my McFarlane building sets. To me, the scale is close enough. I'm all about scale and giving my figures a little diorama setup so that they really look like they're in an environment. I do think that's the future of toys, is that something that we experience with micro sets. I think regular people are now going to want, regular collectors and toy collectors are going to want a bigger scale, something where they can play with the figure. You can just have something humanoid enough to interact with, but also just, have these larger figures. This is what I want for Power Rangers. If Power Rangers could do this, I'd be very happy. If we had a Megazord, especially, if the human was at this scale, if the Ranger was at this scale, and they could actually fit in the Megazord and interact and all that stuff. I mean, that's something that I love that Super 7's doing, and even the Ascension kind of provides these little mini figures, but if we could split the difference a little better, that would be awesome. But as far as Transformers go, this is gorgeous. I can't believe I have this right now. I've literally hoarded and waited to transform Skids for almost a year now, maybe more, just because I wanted to make sure that by the time I was actually doing a podcast, I had already done a couple videos, so I got a sense of what I'm supposed to be doing. And damn, transforming it was fun. I bought this as it looks right now, where these figures did not come with a box or instructions. I didn't look at any other videos for instructions. But, look, I'm a Transformers collector from Beast Wars and Beast Machines. So if I can't figure out how to transform these things, then I don't think I'm much of a Transformers fan. You know what I mean? Not that I'm like the deepest cartoon fan, but in terms of the toys, I love every toy that's come out. Not that I collect them all, but when it comes to these Michael Bay ones, I've definitely been eyeballing them for a long time. Excited to see how they come out, and this Human Alliance figure is fantastic. I'm going to be moving on to buying masterpieces, but if there's a Human Alliance or if there's a original 2009 or 2007, anything from the original movies, if it lines up and it has a good scale, then I will be collecting it to go alongside the masterpieces, because I feel like, much like with the Optimus Prime leader class, the scale's close enough, and if Megatron is supposed to be 11 or 12 inches, then that's going to be the accurate height compared to Optimus, which should not be the same height, which he would be if I get the masterpiece. So I really love this. Look at this guy. Let's look at him from behind. Yeah, he's got a little backpack. Backpacks don't bother me. Optimal Optimus has an insane backpack that makes it really hard for him to stand, but he's still also probably the best Transformer ever. But yeah, look at that. Look at that gorgeousness. So, anyway, I hope you like how this all looks. I hope you like my little transformation and review. Just more, I don't know if it's even a review. It's just a love letter to the wonderful work of Michael Bay and the amazing, amazing toy engineers of the 2009 Human Alliance Transformers line. I'm very impressed with this Revenge of the Fallen line, and I can't wait to get more of these Human Alliance figures. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.